Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of reviews from CinemaShed. I know you're all wondering where's Miwan. He's probably somewhere. He was supposed to be here. It's Miwan. But while he's away, I'm Ufoma and I'll be taking us on a brief review of the talk of the town, the Nollywood movie that has been talked about everywhere, Living in Bondage, Breaking Free, the sequel to the original film of the 90s, which was the breakout into Nollywood, Living in Bondage, starring Kenneth Okonkwo in the lead role and the Okeke. Now, I don't know how many of us saw the original film, but we know the movie is about ritual killings and the quest for wealth. So, yes, the sequel does a perfect job of telling the story just the way it is in a modern light, and it was beautiful. I mean, watching the sequel, I wanted to go back and find the original film again and just like see the movie all over again because it just brought back memories and in a very more developed light, like more modern. So it's something that glues you to your seat. I mean, I was at the press screening and there was nobody who wanted to stand up to even go take a pee while seeing this movie. It's that good. So for me, I'll start with the good. I think what I liked most about the movie was the acting and the music. Oh my god, the acting was top notch. I mean, everybody played their characters well, from Ramsey Nouah to the lead role, Swanky JKA in the lead role, Namdi, Muna Abi, Nancy Sime, Kenneth Okonkwo, everybody in their own roles just like brought out a very beautiful performance. Sean Fakwa, even Kanayo and Bob Manuel Duka from the first movie, they all gave us their very wonderful performance. And the music was brilliant. I mean, the choice of the selection of music, the choice of music in every scene, it was just perfect. There was the right music to convey your emotions in each of the scenes. So the story centers this time around on Andy's son and his protege, Andy's offspring, which we never knew about, which Andy never knew about, which nobody ever knew about. So Andy had a son from the first film, which we're not told, and even he did not know about. So yes, in the second movie we are introduced to Andy's son Nnamdi Okeke, which is played by Swanky JK. So yes, Nnamdi is everyday Nigerian boy, graduated 5 years ago, looked for a job for so long, and then finally found a job and worked for 1 year, but wanted more. He wanted to start his own career, just wanted to live a life that was of his own. But like every ordinary Nigerian or every regular Nigerian, things just come up and you feel you're not getting to where you were. So this is what Nnamdi was facing, and he finally came in contact with Richard, who was the court chief priest unknown to him, and that was it. Life was becoming better for Nnamdi, but there was a lot more in store for him that he didn't know, and you're going to know all this when you see the movie come November 8th in the cinemas. So yes, that it was really good. The storyline was good. I like the fact that they could tell a new story about a new character and tell it so well that you could connect this story with the original story, and this story could still stand on its own. Like you could still see it from, oh, these things, even though the movie was first acted in the 90s, these things still happen. People still do these things. People are still desperate for money, and there is a huge fight between desperation and just doing things right, or making money the right way, or saying no to resisting evil, saying no to things that you never thought you would find yourself doing. Yes, so that was basically what the movie was about, and it was perfectly acted. So yes, acting for me, yes, it was a 9.5. Music selection, the location, the props, the cars, the life, it was properly depicted, and I like how Nigerian the movie was. Like they showed us in our true colors. We are Nigerian. It took me back to how Nollywood really was in the beginning, and That's what we want to see in movies every day. So yeah, what was bad for me? I feel some of the characters were not properly developed. I think there could have been more work, especially on the characters from the original films, the characters of Kanayo and of Bob Manuel. Because a lot of us in this generation are young, and many of us may not have seen the original film. Even though I saw it, I really can't remember a lot of it. I had to go back to even read about the film to remember some things. So I feel even though the movie had a long running time, 2 hours and 15 minutes, I think, and that would have been enough to just touch on these characters more, to just tell us more. And I also feel the love story between Unamdi and Kelly, Unamdi the main character, and his love interest Kelly, which was played by Muna Abi, was not properly developed. It was just 1 second they met, and then they were into the relationship, and then it was just falling apart, and we didn't really get to see this relationship grow. I think you would understand or share your opinion when you get to see the movie. So yes, character development and plot developments in some places were shaky. Yes, Unamdi's parents back in the village, we didn't actually still get to see their characters developed so much also. So yes, I think character development was a little bit on the side. So yes, the ugly. The movie ended on a cliffhanger, and cliffhangers are really good actually, but I think it should have been done in a better way. So I would like you guys to share your views when you finally see the movie, what you think, if it ended perfectly, or if the open-endedness of the movie was too open-ended. I think you get what I'm saying. I feel there should have been a little more concisement, like, we know it's open-ended, but we can also see what's going on from here. It felt rushed. It felt like, okay, we have to end it now, and we have to end it now. And that was the reaction we got in the cinema. Everybody was like, oh, is that the end? So yes, I think it's keeping us on our toes though. Like, oh, you watch this and you're like, oh, I don't want it to end, and then it comes to an end, and it's like, really? Why do you have to end this? It's like so good. So yes, for me, I would advise, it's worth your money. Living in bondage is worth your time, it's worth your money. Sitting in that cinema for over 2 hours is really worth your time. It takes you back to the 90s, it keeps you in the 19s, 2019, and in 2019, oh, sorry, and basically, it's a really good movie. So what would I rate the movie? My rating, I would rate Living in Bondage an 8.5 over 10, because my major issue was just the character development, and I personally feel the ending was not a perfect ending. Not saying it was not a good ending, it was a good ending, not just the perfect ending. So yes, Living in Bondage is a must watch. It's an 8.5 out of a 10 for me. A beautiful movie, properly told story, and kudos to Ramsey Nouah on his directorial debut, and a wonderful job to the producer Steve Gukas and the cast and the crew for bringing in such a wonderful story for us all over again. So yes, thank you for watching this review, and I'll tell Miwan to come back, really, because I can't do this. Yeah, so go see Living in Bondage. It's a wonderful film.